Good morning, agents. rdwrer here, and I am coming to you from my office, aka editing booth, aka Intel Den. Here because I wanted to tell you the story of this morning. I was kind of in a rush, so I didn't get any footage from it, but I sat down here. I made my cup of tea, my first cup of tea for the morning. I sat down here and I started looking at the Intel map. And it turned out that my friendly neighborhood frog had thrown some 23 layers from a portal relatively nearby. He has been slowly inching these fields further away from me. I think maybe trying to figure out how he can make sure that I don't, it's far enough that I don't go and get it. But it was basically, if we can look at the Intel map here, it was from this portal all the way across St. Paul, all the way across St. Paul, and yeah, it was like 20-some layers. Well, I only needed to kill 21 layers today, or 21 fields today, in order to get my campaign done. So I went and killed it. Or rather, I was sitting there and I was thinking, oh, I'll go and deal with that. When is the next checkpoint? So I looked over at my handy little checkpoint calendar thing, and it was 15 minutes from that. So I hopped in the car. I won't say I rushed, but I drove over there, which was definitely faster than scootering, and took it down. So that was a nice little bonus to start the day. Don't have to work too hard to worry about destroying fields today. I can just focus on making fields, which is going to be really nice. The other thing is I took 2 melatonin last night, and I had one of the best nights of sleep that I've had in the past couple weeks for sure. So I am refreshed and ready for the day. I do need some food, and I probably need a couple more cups of tea, but things are looking good today, so I'm hopeful that I can hit level 9 for sure, possibly make some good progress on the way to level 10, and that would definitely help things as I go forward here. There's like a few links around that I should probably go and deal with. In particular, things that stop me from going north of the freeway. I can work around that. There's still a lot of work that I can do to the west, because I have some of that linked up, but there's a lot of it that could be filled in. I think there's just been like splash damage on a couple of those portals, and there's still a fair amount I could do going east as well if I wanted to. But really the moneymaker is going to be going north, especially because that will help block those fields in the future. As much as it was very convenient to just go and destroy that one portal and get all of the fields I needed to destroy, I would prefer to stop the Enlightened from getting huge amounts of score on the checkpoints. So yeah, I should probably block it. All right, well, that's the plan for today. I'm going to get to caffeinating and eating and probably showering, and I will come back to you when I am out in the field. See you then. All right, agents, here I am. Of course, I'm at Dunning Field. Wanted to show you what the conditions are out here because I don't think you're going to be able to see from the gameplay footage, but it's raining. In fact, I think scattered thunderstorms is the official, not diagnosis, forecast. Diagnosis, okay. But yeah, I'm getting pretty close to finishing up my fields, if not already finishing them, so I'm gonna wrap things up here and go where it's dry. I'm on the scooter that doesn't have a rear wheel guard, so my legs are covered in about half of the loose dust on the roads in St. Paul right now, which is super duper. But yeah, I think I can just run in here and throw a couple more fields and I should be done with the campaign for the day. and then maybe I can wait for it to dry out a bit before I go out again, because this is a bit much. Yeah, this was not the brightest decision I've ever made. So, focus on finishing the campaign, go back home, clean up, and then maybe I can go out again later. If not, then level 10 will have to wait until tomorrow. Or wait, I'm level 8. Level 9 will have to wait until tomorrow, which is perfectly fine. So, I'll see you in a bit. I'll let you know how it went. Okay, agents. Shortly after filming the last clip, I came home, in no small part because the rain got stronger, which, for me, not a huge deal because I'm not made of sugar, as they say, but also the ingress screen became completely unmanageable. So I came back, I'm gonna shower, clean myself up, and hopefully get on with the rest of my day. If I don't go out again, this will be the video, but we'll see. I'll come back at you in a little bit to see where things are at. But shower time for now. See you later. All right, agents. I am here back at the Dunning Sports Complex. I'm trying to show you around. I left the phone on the scooter. There you go. I'm back where I ended earlier when I got rained out. I think the rain's gonna stay away now. There's a chance that there's like a sudden, there's a couple drops, but hopefully it's not as bad as it was earlier. I'm hoping that I can field in this area and maybe get to level 9, but yeah, if the weather doesn't cooperate, then I'll just go home because I don't want to be wet and cold like I was earlier. And my shoes from earlier today are completely, they need to dry out for like a couple days. Yeah, hoping to avoid that again, and but I do need to get some AP, so I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna work my way through the park, maybe into Concordia, and just field up what I can. So, see you in a bit. All right, agents. Once again, just checking in from home after I have done all or most of my work for today. I might still go out in the evening, but I got to about 1 million AP along the road to level 9, so I'm pretty happy with the progress that I've made today, honestly. But not quite there yet, so it'll take a little extra work. Again, I might try to do that tonight. If I do, I'll try to get it recorded, but we know how I am with that sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to do, sometimes I forget. I'll do my best, but I've gotten a fair bit of the way through. I'll show you intel here. I've got a pretty good amount of the neighborhood fielded up, so it's if anybody wants to tear this down, they're welcome to it, but they are gonna have to do some work for sure. A lot of it is not modded super well, so it's not like it's going to be a real pain to tear down, but it's getting to the point where the links are doing a lot of the defensive work, really. And also just the prolificness of it. Like, I've done a pretty good job of building fields just about everywhere. And I'm going to keep doing it, because this is the best way to level up easily. There's still work I can do south and east and a little bit north. So I'm not running out of stuff to do. I also haven't fully finished fielding around Concordia. I actually stopped kind of east of Hamlin, so there's a lot of work that I can do in that area still. But honestly, I did a lot of work today, so I kind of gave up on it. Yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. Now, that being said, I don't know that I'm going to get a whole lot of it done tonight. Like I said, I might go out in the evening, but at this point, a significant part of my running around and doing stuff is actually like getting to places as opposed to doing things. So like I have to go quite a few blocks to get out from under my current fields, and that's not a bad thing. It gives me a good solid base to work with. The other problem is a lot of the keys I have a lot of are for sort of the very inner part of these fields. So I need to do more key farming around the edges if I want to expand what I have. Now, all of the edges are blue, so it's not like I have to go and fight for it, but I do have to sort of slowly build up keys for that area, or for the area on the outside, if I want to do any work there. So that's a little annoying, but and like, I guess what I'm trying to say is there's more portals I need keys to if I want to expand, which is a little bit annoying, but it's fine. My inventory is absolutely atrocious right now. You might be able to see in some of the gameplay footage. I actually had a lot of gameplay footage today, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna upload the raw footage, but it's 2 hours of raw footage if I do. Link in the description for that. And yeah, a lot of the deploys that I have now don't have level 7 resonators, don't have level 6 resonators. Some of them don't even have level 4 resonators. Like, it's been a lot of level 8, 5, and 3 resonators recently, which isn't ideal. It definitely means, like, I've made a lot of level 4 portals. So at this point, I don't run out of level 4 resonators, but at the same time, like, I'm not getting level 6 resonators, that's for sure. So it might be a good idea for me to go and do some farming tomorrow, depending on what else I have going on, but the feeling I get is like, it's probably going to be easier for me to go and do some farming somewhere and then link stuff up there, rather than trying to do work around here. I also think I've probably successfully blocked, I think I might have said this earlier, but I think I might have successfully blocked the big layered field that I killed this morning from happening again, so it's possible that I need to go further afield in order to get the last day's worth of destroyed fields. Once that's done, though, I can focus on local stuff, so I won't have to worry about, running somewhere else to get destroyed fields. I am thinking about, depending on, I don't know, how I feel and what things look like, I may end up going to sort of northeast Minneapolis and Lauderdale and St. Anthony. Like, that's a good area that usually has a lot of fields, and it's always good to tear it down every once in a while, because otherwise the guy up there gets a little restless and uppity, so sometimes good to go and cause some havoc over there. But I haven't made a full decision about that yet. I guess we'll see how I feel. I don't see a lot of other options really for me to do, unless, I'm just gonna double check here. I have to get my mouse hand free. Looks like there's something going on in downtown St. Paul, but it's not a lot. It's just a few fields here and there. And similar along the Capitol building. Yeah, I don't think that's really an option for me, so I'm probably gonna have to go to Northeast. Or maybe like Eagan. I don't like going to Eagan though. The suburbs are weird. So yeah, that's my thinking for the moment. One thing I will mention is I posted this channel on Reddit recently, so we hopefully have a few new people coming in. If you see some new faces in the comments, definitely say hello. Some of them might be enlightened. I just posted it to the Ingress Reddit, so if you are enlightened and you're watching this, then welcome to the channel. However, I am sad that you are on the wrong faction. What can I say? Resistance till I die. But, yeah, I think that's all I've got to say about the matter. The other interesting bit here, or no, I guess the last thing I have to say is to thank, once again, the folks who are supporting me over on Patreon. If you want to join their ranks, there is a link in the description. Their names, as of right now, are Zach Nelson, BigBadaBoom, and Minnesota Resistance. I would love it if we got to the point where I couldn't remember all the names to do this in the video, but their names will be in the description if you're interested. Also, check out my gaming channel. I have another channel where I post daily videos of like, I shoot for an hour, but I keep going over an hour. So if you like longer form content, especially if you like, right now I'm playing a strategy game, if you like that, then definitely go and check it out. Link is in the description. And with that, I will leave you to your evenings. I went in to this piece to camera thinking, oh, I need to get 5 minutes of talking so that I can let the gameplay footage finish. and I got about 7-8 minutes, so there you go. I'll see you all tomorrow for the final day of the campaign. Hope you all are getting your work done for this campaign. I know I am. See you later.